Oh boy, I hope this kicks in and don't cut off on us, family. Y'all know I've been having technical difficulties, but we work through it and we keep it pushing. But I want to address this situation with about Jamal, Bryant, Nina Turner, and Mallory, Tamika Mallory, and the activist Nakima Levy Armstrong. Okay. And y'all know that I like Joanne Reed. I like her show. I'm a listener. But I think she was dead wrong on what she said about Nakima Levy Armstrong. And this is to me when the foundational black experience and the immigrant experience clashes. Okay? Because I noticed that the comment she made concerning Nakima Levy Armstrong was very negative because of how Nakima presented herself to Roland Martin as if she didn't know what she was doing. Roland steamrolls everybody on his show. He's known for that. Not giving you a point, not giving you a little, even a sliver of air so you can squeeze through there and let him know what you really feel. And he's known for that. Okay? Oh, sorry, family. But Roland is known for this. Now, you got a woman who on here, by all intents and purposes, is the foundational piece for the Target boycott. Okay? And she knows, in terms of our history with the black preachers going in the front door. I mean, they get arrested. We all get arrested. But the black preacher slides out the side door while the rest of us catch felonies. Okay, we already know that. And we know that the preacher has been slipped perks, money. See, because his job is to represent the black community and they pay him. And Obama did a lot of that shit too with the press when he was president. Cut off all the other media access, and it made it so you talk to Al Sharpton as if he's as if he's a spokesperson for all black people. So that formula has been around for a while. And the moment most of us saw Jamal Bryant talking about the shit over with, I didn't understand. Just like, although I, listen to Nina Turner and I listen to Tamika Mallory, but y'all remember what Tamir Rice's mother said about Tamika? I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, and if you don't remember, you can go look that up on your own time. Because the fact of the matter is, she is who put that out in the air in the first, that Tamika was not trustworthy, and they had raised money under the death of her 12-year-old son. But Tamika didn't call her. Tamika never, just involved herself with Tamir's family. It was a Tamika Mallory show, she felt like, allegedly. Now that's what the mom said. Okay? So, in fact, I probably should have brought that up before I did that. Hold on. a minute. Let me do that. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me get back to this story. What I was saying. You know, Tamika and Jamal Bryant have gotten a jacket put on them as ambulance chasers, or people in our community who chase the money. And so all through history, the slave master has done things like that. Give the preacher money while he continues to bullshit the congregation. Or this is what has been happening in civil rights and in boycotts and things like that for the last since its inception. Very few people come from the heart. Very few of us come from the heart when we do this stuff because we know it's the right thing to do. But there's some of us that wait for a bag, okay, and we not participating unless we get a bag. I mean, you would hope that if you out here working, then the organization, if that's who you sponsored by, or anybody that, because you don't get boots on the ground for nothing. That's not what we saying. But when you get to the point where people are saying who hired you, who sent you, who told you it was okay to go to Washington D.C. and tell them people that and make that stand that the boycott is over, who gave you permission? And you do have to have permission, otherwise it's disrespectful. And what Samaria Rice contends is that, allegedly Tamika Mallory didn't do right by her, or she felt they were exploiting her boy's name. Whatever it was, it is what it is. Jamal Bryant, same thing with you. There's the streets talk. And so word is out, they ran you out of Baltimore. Because that's where you was at first, in the midst of controversy and stuff like that. So, y'all have to deal with that. Y'all have to deal with that. And if it was me, I'd just hold a press conference, or, go somewhere where we can sit down and hash it all out, what they think I didn't do, or what I should have done, or what I could have done better. That's how you come from a different perspective. Okay? Because nobody knows what it's like to lose a son, and as losing the son, and then having these people that you think got your back, and then you feel like at the end of the day got to end, and all they doing is clout chasing. That's not a good feeling. So I just wanted to say that, and I wanted to stand that, because Joy Reid said the lady was angry and that nobody's going to listen to her. Well, she's been doing it for a while, and she's got a little bit more stuff on her resume than I thought. She claims that she's a civil rights, she's a lawyer. So allegedly, the complaints that she have, they definitely valid, and they not unwarranted. And so when she says some people lack integrity, I stay neutral on that, but I'm not going to dismiss her for saying that. And if that's the case, she should be angry, is what I'm saying. And so nobody knows that experience. We can feel it on the cellular level when the pork chop eating preacher sell us out, when he put his name out there in front like Al Sharpton and get all this money to represent like the black community. And then when we all get arrested, we got to stay there till somebody bail us out and they slip him out the side door. Them days is over. I mean, they really are. So, I don't know, family. What y'all think about that? Because that's what the beef really was about. That's what it was really about. Samaria had some of the same questions that the Justice Target boycott founders really had. You know, so they got to deal with that. Okay, what's your opinion? Okay, have you ever heard anything about Tamika Mallory or Jamal Bryant that was just kind of unsettling and made you question their leadership? What did it for me is Jamal shouldn't have went out there, and I don't know under what God green earth would have made him do that unless he was getting a kickback. You know, that shit happens every day. So his mouth ain't no prayer book. Okay? So anyway, if you like what you hear, subscribe and share my channel. I'll see you in the next video.